Curse of the pre-halving pullback has begun. Get your dry powder ready. Another buying opportunity has been granted. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. The humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has inched up to 79 from yesterday's 77. Bitcoin dominance is 52.5%. 24-hour volumes, 166 billion. The overall market cap, 2.37 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, these cycles, I tell ya, they just rinse and repeat. The last bull run, we dumped 20% before the halving, and so far we've dumped 14%. Yesterday, price action struggled to get over our channel of dissension's resistance level, and after 24 hours of rejections, plummeted down, finding a bottom and a bounce at exactly this channel support, 62.8, and has slightly pumped back up to a time of production at 63.4, putting us outside of our channel of eternal monotony. Now, this channel has offered decent support on its way down, so hopefully that's what she gets. Today, we see a recovery back up and inside our channel of eternal monotony, but more so a retest of this channel of dissension's resistance at 66.3, and if she's so darn tootin', maybe even test our channel of eternal monotony's resistance way up at 69K. So to recap, let's keep our papers on price target 66.3 and 69K. Now over on the ding dong, you can see we broke down past the 20 moving average and destroyed our channel of eternal monotony support, wicking down into our old channel of low volume.
And which one's with will get candlestick.
Yes, the angelic voices of the children's choir of enchanted wicks, letting us know that a juicy wick has been sacrificed to the gods of wickedness down at 59K. Egads, gross, the 50s. Can you imagine? Whatever would we tell the neighbors? No snap, wouldn't you know that 59K is also the 61.8% fib, the goldenest of golden ratios. And we all know how the universe loves its golden ratios, so this double would score on that level, which would also execute the pre-halving curse's bearish premonition of a 20% dip before the halving. Amazing how these numbers all sync up. And if you're new to Bitcoin markets, I have some bad news. The price does not go up in a straight line. There are pullbacks, they do happen, but the OGs in this space, and you know who you are, know that pullbacks are gifts from the crypto gods to pack your position tighter before the rocket ship pulls out of this atmosphere. Sadly, the price of Bitcoin has already outpriced the Gen Pop from becoming whole coiners, and it's the humble opinion of this piano. It's also priced out millionaires, but there will come a time, the not-so-distant future, that saying you have any Bitcoin, even a small amount, will put you in a community of Elite investors, imagine that. This boutique community will be elite investors. We all knew that. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth, a day none of us are guaranteed. Yeah, we're lucky enough to have anyway, so get out there, knock 'em dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected elites. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Or on the banks of Boom to Spank, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa. Cha-cha-cha-ching. Wouldn't you know, of all things to have on this Tuesday morning in the bloodbath is the hiccups. I have the hiccups. And now I haven't had the hiccups in so long, let alone hiccups during a live stream. So we're going to see how that plays out. And maybe if I just keep on talking like this, the hiccups will understand that this is no time to be getting in my way. No time at all. 63.4. What a bloodbath it is. 10K from our all-time high, 73K. Now, the curse of the pre-halving pullback is roughly 20%. So we are getting close to it. And yeah, this is why it's so crazy for these cycles. You know, when you've been in a couple, it's you're in denial of the cycle, so to speak. You're like, no, nothing works like what. They're not that predictable. And then the longer you're in it, you're like, Jesus, they are pretty predictable. From the halvings, well, very predictable, to the cycle tops and bottoms. Although, no matter how long you've been in these cycles, we all fall prey to top and bottom denial. Now, that's not an S&M term. It's a Bitcoin term. When the top hits and it starts going down, we are all in denial that it's going down. Yeah, there's a couple outliers out there that basically their claim to fame is calling tops and bottoms. There's nothing more they enjoy in life than saying, I call the top in November, blah, blah, I call the bottom, blah, 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 right? That's their claims to fame. But the majority of us are like, no, it's not done. Don't say it ain't so. Can't be over. Even though it is right at the predictable point of the cycle that historically it is always over. And one of the reasons why we have so many denialists, including myself, on both top and bottom, is that there's this concept that this time is different. This time is different. And it always creeps up no matter what point of the cycle it is. So let's take this new cycle. There's a lot of this time it's difference coming into play. And this time it is different, right? We have the ETFs. It's different. Institutions aping in. That's different. Now, we also don't have retail coming back in yet. That's different. So maybe it's just not there yet. So there's a bunch of things that if we want to go down, it's different and the cycle is broken pathway, there's a couple bullets you can put in the chamber. One, institutions. Okay, so you got to ask yourself this question. Will these institutions allow major pullbacks that will have their phones ringing off the hooks with the boomers going, I did not sign up for a 50% pullback in my ETF. Get me out, right? They don't want to do that. So can they not do that? Have they captured the market already and we're just along for the ride? And will they protect their boomers from these 50% drawbacks, things would be different if that was it. Of course, when you talk about differences, it could be the law of diminishing returns up and down. So maybe we just don't see the violent pullbacks as we did of yesteryear. Maybe that is different. And that's how we get caught up in getting into denial. Even in the bottom, Dave Digital, please press the button. Yes, the like button. Let's see what it is. 56. Oh, snap. Not even half. That is telling YouTube that no one likes this. This isn't worth their time. Stop showing it. Stop it. Stop putting it out the concentric circle. That's what that amount of likes is getting. If you want to know what I think about YouTube, that's what's going on here. And now I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Let's take a look at these charts then, if I forget. Look at this messy, noisy little so-and-so. Jesus, I've never seen the noisy little so-and-so so noisy. Well, Dave Digital, if you've noticed, the magnets have changed. Big one's on the bottom. Don't really want the big one on the bottom, do we? We'd rather the big one on the top, I'd say. So this is the crazy thing. And I usually say this every time something comes true. But it was just last week, not even a week ago, that we were up here. And I brought about the hypothesis that this could mean we are going down to lower lows. Where was the lower low at the time? 61.6. Now, think about how crazy that was here. And I bet when I was saying that, raining on the bullish parade, of course. No one wants to hear that. But this is what happens. It's TA can, in its simplest terms, just be contrarian mirrors. You have a pump. It's, you're going to have a pullback. You have a pullback, you're about to have a pump. It's just, that's the way, the easiest part of the cycle. Pullbacks are, big pumps have big pullbacks. So, Terry Crow, I like the amazing covers of songs from the Jimmy the Killer's Bohemian Rhapsody, and check them out, everyone. Yes, you know what? If you guys can do me a favor, I was gonna link it in the description. These videos I put out at night of little clips of the piano bar, they don't do well because they're not really adjacent with the audience, so to speak. And the time of putting them out is not when I usually post. Although, who knows if that's a thing. If you could go give them some love, have a quick listen to them, let YouTube know not to shelve them, because they've already shelved it. So it'll just get to, like, the first one was shelved at like $1.70, and this one shelved at $1.10. So maybe if you guys go and have a listen to it, it might spike the algo to push it out anymore and build that piano base for the weekends. Yes, so we were... Oh, I'm on the wrong one. We were up here discussing 61.6, and it seemed insane that price would go to 61.6 because we are all in the land of euphoric bullish delusion, which is where I like to spend most of my time. But Lord love a duck, nickel to a donut. Couldn't get past resistance. That was support. And we have just been bouncing down this channel of descension. And it looks like we got a quintessential bounce here. Is it enough, though? Until we get back into the little green smoke area, our channel of eternal monotony with Joey B doing his sultry little dance. Just the one arm back. He likes that dance. I like his vibe. I like his long hair, don't care. I'm just dancing like no one's watching. I like that. I like watching that. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, there's the Killers. There's the Killers cover. It actually is the Two Killers song and Don't Stop Believing. And the crowd was just unbelievable. It must have been the best crowd we've ever had as far as loudness goes. And I'm going to try to do it. What you don't know is that I have a mic in the crowd, kind of, but it's not picking it up enough. It's the reason why this one sounds so much more rich is that Kyle records the audio from the piano, and so it picks it up better. So I'm going to try to move it so you guys can experience what we hear. Because sometimes when we do like sing it and we do country roads, take me home, I notice in the playback it's not really that loud. It's a lot louder in person than what you guys hear. So I'm going to try to mix that in, give it a little more of a live feel. A lot of people, David Sony Music came a couple weeks ago. He's a long-time lurker, first-time liver. And he said the difference between watching it online and live is night and day. Obviously, it's a different energy. Anyway, let's get back to this. Look at this, just following the channel of descension. Now, here we go. The Lux Algo predictive range is, Lord love a duck, right at that which once wicked will get candlesticked. The thing about the Children's Choir of Enchanted Wicks is that I have to put that in the second level of production. So when I record the video, I'm just listening to nothing I pretend it goes by. And then I always forget that I have to put it in. And so I have to actually sing those lines, try to put the harmonies in, and they're kind of falsetto. And when it's 4:35 in the morning, the old falsetto, she's not awake yet. It's kind of hard. And so now 61.6 is really, geez, let's take a look at how far away we are from 61.6. 2%. It's nothing. 2.5%. Let's call it 2.5%. E-money. What's your thoughts about buying the ETF? Coinbase fees seem high to trade regularly. Well, a couple interesting points there. I would not buy the ETF to trade it. It would be a long-term hold ETF. I understand ETF buying from a legacy TardFi perspective, like especially people who have, we have in Canada what's called a tax-free savings account, where the money that you put in that tax-free, if you use it to investing, and it sounds wildly inaccurate, is free of tax if it goes up. So if you make money in that tax-free savings account, it's not taxable on capital gains. So the only way to do that would be to put it into an ETF. And so I think that's what a lot of people in Canada will do. Although we've had exposure to a spot ETF up here for a couple of years now. But you have to understand, no one cares about Canada. No, it's not. No. Canada could have 1,000 Bitcoin spot ETFs. It does not make any difference. The real difference is the king of all economies is the U.S. economy. For now. I mean, some may argue that it's on the decline and the dollar is losing its status as reserve, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to get into that. Misco says if you buy the ETF, you will pay fees for them to manage the ETF. Yeah, it depends on which one, right? The GBTC is also obviously the highest, but there's a race to the bottom right now. But this is what I wonder, maybe Misco, you might have the answer to this. If these preliminary get to know you fees, come on, get into the iBid. We only have 0.6% fees. Now, do you think they will rise up and be grandfathered in? So what I mean is, let's say Misco, you buy the ETF today with a 0.6% management fee. And then, of course, in a year or two, when the demand is high, they'll obviously crank it up to say 2%. Do you think that maybe you'll be grandfathered in at that level, or will they just be a creeping fee? Scotty Mo, Maddie, what's the macro in the auction market, up or down? I like to use collector cars as a look into what's coming down the line. Well, Scotty Mo, the auction has been kind of consolidating, I would say. It hasn't been up or down. It's been in the same range for the last little while, and what I've kind of lost my finger on the pulse, because I do a lane that is newer model cars. They're basically like something that will come back from a lease. So it's roughly, 6 months to 2 years old, relatively low K, and it goes back to the secondary market, like the, Jimmy Morgan's, the West Side auto dealers. Those people buy it from the big 5 or the big 8 or whatever they are. So I don't see the true hash out of the secondary market. And what I mean by that is the clunkers, the used cars that, the normie that has $12K to buy a used car. I don't see those cars. I see cars that go anywhere from, $20K to $100K. So I'm in my own little bubble again. Wouldn't you know, I'm in another bubble in the auction. Now, I don't want to jinx it, my friends, but have you heard of hiccups since I started? I don't think I've hiccuped since I said I had the hiccups. Now, could be a jinxer, but I don't know. Let's hope. I haven't had the hiccups in so long. The funny thing about the hiccups is that I get Stockholm syndrome when it comes to the hiccups, because I'll be like, I hate these hiccups, and then I'll have them for so long, and then when they start dissipating, I'll be like, I kind of miss the hiccups, the predictiveness of it. There was almost a release. I could predict. Is it a burp? I don't know. What is a hiccup? I've actually looked up what is a hiccup many times in my life. It's like there's a couple cycles that my life takes. One, I go down fascination with pyramids. I'll go every 6 or 7 years. Okay, time to go back to the pyramids, and I'll watch everything on pyramids. The other one is, what the hell are hiccups? What the hell are hiccups? Bruce, I would think you'd still see an uptick in the prices for used cars. Well, I'm at a. It's not a retail auction. It's like a a professional buyer's auction, so to speak. So it's like car dealer. It's a dealer's auction. So it's not really. It's more like a warehouse price. People are buying it from. Not the general public can get these prices, so they'll buy, say, a car at 18 grand, and they'll put on their lot for 21, something like that. So it's a dealer's auction, is what they're called. 63.5. Can we get above or back into our channel of eternal monotony? Again, the relativity of price is such a funny thing, because now we're saying, wouldn't it be great if we could just get back into this channel at 64? That'd be great. Whereas getting into it or falling into it was like, it's over. The bull run's over. I can't believe. I told you what we weren't in the bull runs. We're going back to the denial. I don't think anyone's in denial that we're in a bull run now. I mean, if you are, that's the thickest denial you could ever have. We are obviously in a bull market. Holy smokes, you scared me. Why do you got to like Kool-Aid through the door there, buddy? Oh, right on time too. How you doing this morning?
Good.
1 second, Duke. Hiccups are a muscle twitch, the musculature of the diaphragm and rib muscles. Try stretching those muscles with long, deep breaths. Okay, well, I'll try that. I did hold my breath a long time, and then I hiccuped while I was doing it. Do you know what hiccups are? Look, Duke, you're pumping the market, 63.7. Let's see if we can get to 64. Speaking of pumping the market, we got 90 likes here. Let's get her up to 10 so Duke can tell everyone he got 100 likes at school before he he did his singing. Hey, Duke. No, we're going to turn the piano on. Hey, play that new song that you learned, whatever it's called.
This.
Sure.
Sunshine, I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on.
What's the rap?
I don't know.
Finally, somebody let me out of my cage. Well, Duke, on this day, this Tuesday, where Dad has hiccups, price is currently 63.7. Are you bearish or bullish? Bullish?
No, kind of bearish.
Kind of bearish?
It used to be at 70.
Oh, geez. Oh.
Don't hold him like that.
I was trying to
You
pick.
were holding his skin.
I was trying to pick him up, my boy. He slipped out of my hand. Maybe he'll never come back. Sorry, Fibonacci. Look, he's staring at us. So how dare you? Anyway, he'll be back. He wants scratches. I was going to say how bullish Fibonacci was.
You were doing this to him.
No, I would never do that. I was grabbing him.
You were.
I was grabbing him from his stomach, buddy. But he slipped out because he's a slippery little... Let's do it. Hold on a second. Let's do sound check.
Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this mic.
C over G.
Check this mic. So you should check yours too. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video. There's someone you think might like it too. We're going to the gym. We're going to the gym. The gym. Gonna have a really good time. We're going to the gym.
Jimmy.
Playing requests all night. We're going to the gym.
Jimmy.
This is not financial advice. We're going to the gym.
Jimmy.
It's gonna be real proper life.
Sing us out, my boy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're playing the same game as a psychopathical athletes. That's right, it's a long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. I went to the bank to bring this bank. Bitcoin, crypto, more than tea.
You know what, buddy? I just realized because we will probably get demonetized from the Gorillaz song. Let's quickly do my favorites. Whoa! Everything's falling apart in the studio today. Let's do God Only Knows.
I may not always love you, as long as there are stars above you. You never need to do that. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, the life will still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me.
Sorry, I threw you off. The world could show start.
The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Oh you, oh you.
Nice job. Good pitch, good singing. See you in a bit. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing it out there. And if you can, take a look at those Jimmy videos that I put up. Make sure YouTube doesn't kill those little so-and-sos. They deserve a chance. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you again.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.